Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving deep into exactly how the AI Agile Synergy community is helping professionals survive, unlearn, and, more importantly, thrive in a radically shifting technological landscape. If you've been feeling the heat of artificial intelligence reshaping your industry lately, well, you're exactly in the right place.
All right, let's run through our roadmap for today really quickly. We'll start with navigating the AI era, move into a safe space to grow, then look at real-world knowledge and impact. After that, we'll cover bridging industry and academia, and finally wrap up with building a legacy network.
Okay, Section 1, Navigating the AI Era and the Challenge of Staying Relevant.
Let's be honest, this is the question keeping pretty much everyone awake at night right now. How in the world do you avoid becoming obsolete when artificial intelligence is moving at lightning speed? We're literally seeing systemic shifts in how work is done. For mid-career and senior professionals, that fear of falling behind, it's completely palpable. You just can't rely on what you learned 10 years ago anymore. You have to adapt.
And to combat that anxiety, the AI Agile Synergy community, which is rooted in Kolkata, came up with a really clear vision. Their answer is a trusted, completely judgment-free sanctuary dedicated to continuous learning and shared wisdom. It's not just about memorizing some new software tools, it's about having a genuine safe space to voice your insecurities and then overcome them together.
Moving right along to Section 2, A Safe Space to Grow, Fostering Trust and Collective Wisdom. Now, this is absolutely crucial. Look at the stark contrast between a true trust-based community and your typical rigid corporate network. In a standard office setting, the ones heavily guarded by politics and strict hierarchies, you might hide what you don't know out of sheer fear. But AI Agile Synergy completely flips that script. By removing the fear of judgment, professionals are finally empowered to just raise their hands and say, hey, I don't understand this AI concept. Can someone please explain it? That level of vulnerability is incredibly powerful.
So, how do they practically sustain this supportive culture? Well, they distribute ownership. Rather than having just one or two people running the whole show, their quarterly meetups and webinars encourage every single member to step up. Whether you're acting as a mentor, delivering a quick lightning talk, or just curating information, this rotating system takes collective wisdom and turns it directly into real-world career confidence.
Which brings us to Section 3, Real-World Knowledge and Impact, Celebrating Rapid Growth and Insight.
59. That is the incredible number of videos and webinars they've generated over just the last year. It is a massive reservoir of highly specific, multidisciplinary knowledge. They aren't just sitting around talking theory. They are continuously pumping out content that tackles real, immediate industry challenges head-on.
And what's really cool is the incredible breadth of topics they cover. They aren't hovering at the surface level with generic AI fluff. They dive deep. You've got industry focuses like banking, financial services, and insurance, BFSI, right alongside healthcare and telecom. You have cutting-edge tech like agentic AI and photonics. And they purposefully tie it all together with structural methodologies like agile and safe. It really is a complete ecosystem of learning.
This deep domain knowledge naturally leads right into their focus on workflow evolution. A recurring theme in their sessions is that, AI moves incredibly fast, but agile methodologies, they must adapt even faster. They explore how AI-powered scaling frameworks are transforming roles from mere intent to actual impact. It proves that human judgment, ethical considerations, and mindful reflection are, without a doubt, your new competitive advantages when Agile meets AI.
They're also tackling massive disruptions across the board. Just look at the discussions they're facilitating, unpacking the benefits and risks of AI in patient healthcare, exploring how agentic AI is revolutionizing business process automation in BFSI, analyzing telecom sector evolution, and even digging into ethical guardrails in insurance. They are covering the entire spectrum of disruption, top to bottom.
All right, Section 4, Bridging Industry and Academia and Preparing the Next Generation. This commitment to the future really comes to life through the IntelliQuest Bootcamp. Hosted at the STPI Workspace in Kolkata, this expert-led, hands-on AI workshop was designed specifically for high school students in classes 9 through 12. It's just a perfect encapsulation of their dedication to purposeful industry-academia collaboration. Here is the absolute best part. Instead of just sitting there listening to passive lectures, these students actually build. They progress step by step from a prompt engineering masterclass straight through the foundational theory of AI agents right into custom development.
By the end of this workshop, high schoolers are launching their very first live AI agents. That is real, tangible skill building in action.
But, this bootcamp is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. AI Agile Synergy is actively working to bridge the massive gap between academic theory and industry reality. They're doing this by providing industry readiness workshops, putting students through mock interviews, offering direct mentoring, and planning out future hackathons. They are making absolutely sure the next generation is truly future-ready.
Finally, Section 5, Building a Legacy Network, the future of AI Agile Synergy.
Their vision here is super ambitious and, honestly, mapped out really clearly. They started with the short-term goal of launching structured meetups just to build that safe, trust-based culture. Now, they are moving into their midterm goals of establishing a true thought leadership hub and a multidisciplinary knowledge ecosystem. Ultimately, their long-term goal is to evolve into a widely recognized legacy network that continuously develops senior talent for the industry.
Of course, to make sure this massive vision doesn't just fade away, they are developing a self-sustaining community structure. This is backed by a multifaceted revenue model that incorporates specialized training, consulting services, sponsorships, and robust educational partnerships stretching from engineering colleges all the way down to high schools.
Which leaves us with the final thought to take away from this explainer today. In an era of relentless disruption, are you going to try and navigate the storm in isolation, or will you find your tribe? The AI Agile Synergy community proves that by sharing wisdom and asking the tough questions without fear of judgment, we can turn the anxiety of the AI era into an incredible opportunity. So are you ready to build your legacy?